The West Indian manatee is an aquatic mammal known to many as the sea cow. Its scientific name is the Trichechis manatus. They are commonly found in shallow, slow-moving rivers, saltwater bays, canals, and coastal areas. The manatee is a slow-moving animal that typically travels in groups of 2 to 6, referred to as aggregations. The West Indian manatee is a migratory species and is found in Florida in the winter. They are also found as far west as Texas and as far north as Massachusetts. Manatees grow to be about 8 to 13 feet in length and can weigh anywhere from 440 to 1,300 pounds. This mammal's typical lifespan is about 40 years, but some live to be about 60 years or older. Newborns are born with a darker skin coloration that fades after approximately 1 month and then turns the same shade of gray as adult manatees. Manatees' bodies are seal-shaped and have a flat, paddle-like tail. They also have colorless hairs that cover their entire bodies, stout bristles around their mouths, and what are commonly known as marching molars, which are teeth of the manatee that are constantly being replaced as they wear down.
Humans are constantly interacting with manatees. Due to the manatee's non-aggressive and non-territorial tendencies, manatee attacks are extremely rare. As long as people keep a safe distance away from these mammals when diving, they are not in harm's way. It is very harmful to the manatee when humans feed them because they begin to rely on people for food instead of searching for food for themselves.
Like other mammals, manatees breathe air. While active, manatees must surface every 3 to 5 minutes, but can hold their breath for as long as 20 minutes when resting. They replace a large percentage of air in their lungs with each breath and can therefore prolong intervals between breaths. In fact, studies have shown that manatees can renew about 90% of the air in their lungs in a single breath, as compared to humans who can only renew about 10%. The manatee snout is the only part of its body that needs to come out of the water when it breathes.
The reproductive rate for manatees is relatively low compared to other mammals. Manatees are not sexually active until they are 5 years of age, and the gestation period is about a year. Breeding often occurs year-round, and adult females will give birth most of the time to one live young, which can be up to 1 meter in length. This calf may stay with its mother for about 2 years while the father leaves the family. Wild manatees that are able to reach adulthood have just a 50% chance of living into their 20s. Baby manatees nurse from their mother's teats, which are located where the forward limbs meet the body. Some baby manatees will start eating plants as young as 1 year old.
Manatees are primarily herbivores that eat a wide variety of submerged, emergent, floating, and shoreline vegetation. The West Indian manatee feeds on more than 60 species of plants, including turtle grass, manatee grass, shoal grass, mangrove leaves, various algae, water hyacinth, acorns, and hydrilla. They consume about 4% to 9% of their body weight in vegetation on a daily basis. Because manatees have a slow metabolism, it is speculated that they are able to fast for several months if necessary. Manatees have been known to crop overhanging branches, consume acorns, and haul themselves partially out of the water to eat bank vegetation, and they also use their front flippers and large flexible lips to manipulate their food. Rigid pads at the front of a manatee's palate and lower jaw break vegetation into smaller pieces, making it possible for the manatee to consume food.
The manatee population has dramatically declined throughout the last century, mainly because of hunting pressure, and had previously been classified as endangered. Another major factor is that they often are run over by motorboats because they are too slow to get out of danger. They also often become entangled in fishing nets that humans leave out in the water. However, due to federal restrictions on boat speeds and waterfront developments that protected the species, the manatee is no longer endangered. The manatee is still threatened and can become endangered again very soon. There are still many more ways each of us can help keep the manatee species alive and well.